Welcome to the Smarter with OpenText Data Protection session. Welcome to everyone, and thanks for attending at this meeting. My name is Enrique Jordá. I'm in the Partner Manager team. Today's session is a part of our Smarter with OpenText approach, designed to enable smarter, more secure, and more efficiently digital operations. As part of this strategy, we are excited to focus today's session on Data Protector for Documentum, a solution that empowers organizations to enhance data security and compliance while safeguarding critical content. With the fast pace of digital transformation, organizations are more focused than ever on protecting critical content and meeting complex compliance requirements. Today, we'll look at how Data Protector for Documentum can meet these needs by providing advanced data security, simplified compliance management, and effective disaster recovery options. In this session, we'll cover the main features that make Data Protector a strong solution for Documentum environments. You will learn strategies for presenting this solution to your clients, highlighting its advantage in terms of minimizing risk, ensuring operational stability, and maintaining data integrity. By the end of this session, you will have the insights and tools to clearly explain the benefits of Data Protector for Documentum, helping clients strengthen their data protection strategy and achieve successful outcomes. Today with us, there is Juan Nieker, and he's responsible for OpenText Data Protection Channel Business. Let's get started. Juan, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Enrique. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for attending this session. As my colleague has commented, my name is Juan Nieker, and I'm responsible for Data Protection Channel Business. And today, I will be your presenter. I'm going to switch off my camera so you can concentrate on the information we are going to share with you. So, as mentioned by Enrique, the increasing data volumes, rapid changes in technology, and ever-evolving modern work trends requires organizations to adapt faster than ever to remain competitive and implement cost-saving solutions such as content services platforms to help businesses. Within this market, OpenText Documentum is recognized as a leader in this segment. Some of the challenges that the companies are facing when talking about data, changes, and modern trends can be summarized in this slide. So, first of all, we have distributed data. Data can now be created in many different places and in many different ways. It means that the data is growing and growing. By 2021, it was expected that we will reach 74 zettabytes of information created. But by 2025, the expected amount of data created will reach nearly 200 zettabytes. In addition, we can realize that this data is created and managed in a very different way because there's not a unique format, and it's available on a wide variety of formats, and it's highly dependent on the way people consume it. And last but not least, we need to talk about the speed or velocity. The way we are creating this information is growing ever more. So at the end, as some analysts presented, we are talking about 3 V's: volume, variety, and velocity. When talking about information, as I said, there are many different situations that we can face. Distributed environments, more data means more information to protect, and restoring. It's an essential capability that you need to think about. And last but not least, there's a need for compliance. There's a need to protect this information under these kind of situations. Because of these circumstances, enterprise content solutions become critical for the companies, as they need to manage information at all levels and through many different departments, HR, procurement, etc. But also, and for this reason, its availability becomes essential for the companies. So which are some of the key challenges when talking about enterprise content management solutions? First of all, we can realize that there are some of them that sounds familiar to everybody. We are talking, as mentioned, about proliferation of data. We are talking about increasing efficiency and productivity, and we are promoting the access to this data from anywhere and from any device. So these are the typical situations enterprise content management were facing, and we're helping customers to move forward into digital transformations. But now, for these kind of solutions, we have some other challenges that we need to keep in mind. First of all, human errors, natural disasters, or cyber attacks. Secondly, the compliance issue. There are more and more laws and regulations that are coming in, and an ECM platform is by sure included in these requirements. So we can take a look on how to develop a cyber resilience strategy for your Documentum platform. As seen in the previous slide, this is quite important because now this kind of information could be required because of legal situations or because you need to have it in place as soon as possible. Let's take a look about some of these compelling events. We have talked about human errors, we have talked about cyber attacks. Let's understand a bit more about them. First of all, business continuity is something that can be impacted by natural disasters or power outage, for example. And this is still one of the main reasons why we can lose data. Secondly, as I mentioned before, we have human error or inside threats, and it becomes the second reason why data can be lost. Everybody can suffer, or everybody can click on an unsafe link and create a kind of nightmare for the IT. So human error is something that no one can prevent. And in the third place, we have the mentioned cyber attacks. It's becoming one of the main reasons, but as I mentioned, is not in the first place. We can realize that there are other situations where we need to consider having this kind of cyber strategy in place. And because of that, we have the compliance issues. More and more entities, organizations are moving into a security framework where security, backup, and recovery is a must. If we look at some of these directives, we will realize that they are around the world. So, for example, if we look at European Union market, we can mention GDPR, we can mention NIS2, that it's becoming alive in this month of October, and DORA, that will become alive by beginning of next year. But it's not only in the European Union. We can also face these requirements in the US market, for example, with the CCPA Act, with the HIPAA Act for healthcare, or with the FINRA Act for finance. And of course, we can find it in some other countries like Czech Republic or like India. All of them are moving into these kind of requirements. It's no longer a matter of security, but it's a matter of cyber resilience to provide the tools to recover from whatever breach you may have. And that's why data backup and recovery is a must-have for the ECM solutions. From now on, you need to think about having a copy of the critical data managed by the ECM solution, and keeping in mind that a backup or a copy is not only a snapshot. Some of the previous directives that we have mentioned requires that you need to manage these copies in a different format. So a snapshot, it's only a copy in the same format. You need to consider something that is mentioned in the backup and recovery market, like 32110 backup rule. 3 copies, 2 different formats, and at least one of them offsite. And then you can add additional layers of security, like air gap, like security, like confirmation, and so on. On the other side, you need to have the ability to recover the data in place to come back to normal business processes. So this is why data backup and recovery from now on, it's something customers need to think about. Let's see now how we can solve these needs. As we mentioned, Documentum provides a large set of capabilities to manage companies' critical information. But as any other application, they can be impacted by any of the aforementioned compelling events, natural disasters, human errors, and/or cyber attacks. That's why you need to have a backup and recovery solution. And here is where OpenText can provide a 360-degree approach to your customers. We can provide, in addition to the enterprise content management solution Documentum, an enterprise-grade backup and recovery solution, OpenText Data Protector, to protect and recover these critical environments. It will allow you to propose your customers with a complete information management strategy, from the creation of the data to its management, to its protection, and if necessary, its recovery. With OpenText Data Protector, you could propose your customers a single solution. The advanced integration delivers application-level backup and recovery, so you are backing up and protecting for fast restores. You also have advanced reporting capabilities. With a full set of advanced reporting capabilities, you are able to provide the security that the backups are done in the correct way and provide reports at a high level in order to comply with the directives we have mentioned before. And finally, you provide also a flexible technology. Data Protector is not only integrated with OpenText Documentum, it's also integrated with many other different business critical applications like SAP, like Oracle, and with many different hardware providers. So you can use Data Protector to provide a holistic approach, a 360-degree backup and recovery strategy for all your different solutions. And here is why you can find your opportunity. Here is where we can discuss new business opportunities for you in front of the customers. OpenText is an information management company, and information is nowadays the most valuable asset. It needs to be protected in an effective way to give organizations the information advantage, whatever they need to access it. And this protection needs to be aligned with the company's strategy. OpenText can provide all a customer may need when talking about information management, and everything from a single provider. And that's why you, our partners, are very important for us. The threat of data loss is very high, and OpenText can provide you with the required solutions to address customer needs. Our partners provide geographical coverage as well as the appropriate solutions based on the know-how. You can become an influencer proposing a solution approach rather than product approach. Our partners also ensure a long-term relationship by increasing customer satisfaction and identifying upselling and cross-selling opportunities that will increase your presence within customers. As mentioned before, it's not only selling products, but a solution approach that make the customer feeling comfortable with OpenText. And finally, our partners can provide the specialization layer that reduces risks and guarantees successful implementation. You can provide your services to increase business benefits. It's not only a matter of selling new licenses, but it's also about your services capabilities. If you are providing your services capabilities, you can understand why a customer may need additional functionalities. You can propose migrations, you can propose updates or security patches, all around our partners, all around your customers. Think about how data protection from OpenText can be remanaged. We can propose a solution for OpenText Documentum to protect companies' assets that are managed by this platform. As said, this is one of the most important critical applications that nowadays customers have in place. Also, we can serve to provide business survival. It's no longer to have, for example, as mentioned, a snapshot, is the ability to provide the right capabilities for backup and recovery. And last but not least, it will also comply with regulatory requirements. It provides you the requirements that the new capabilities, the new security directives requires. So which are some of the comments we can face? If we look at the customer who, for example, needs to protect Documentum, we will realize that this information is very sensitive and needs to be considered inside the backup and recovery process. You may need to consider how to consolidate this data protection strategy due to incoming directives. The solution nowadays can be provided by OpenText. OpenText now provides an end-to-end approach to customers' needs. Data Protector has a tight integration with Documentum. We can support the latest versions on Documentum, and we can provide some of the requirements when talking about security coming from these directives, like anomaly detection, multi-factor authentication, and encryption, as long as other capabilities that are required by this security compliance, okay? So protecting Documentum with Data Protector will protect against human errors, will protect against cyber attacks, and will enable you, for example, also testing and development. So backups are not only essential for disaster recovery, but also plays an important role when testing and developing a new environment. So backup could also be considered whenever you are talking about these kind of situations. We can, as mentioned before, help to comply with the regulations, okay? And finally, you will minimize the downtime and ensure business continuity. As a summary, with Data Protector for Documentum, you will provide a unified solution with native integrations and with advanced backup and recovery capabilities. Everything from a single vendor, as mentioned before. Which is, or what is the OpenText advantage? This is a summary about what we have seen today. An enterprise-ready solution, highly efficient to address all the different requirements you may need, with the broadest and deepest support, not only for Documentum, but also for some other mission-critical applications, like mentioned SAP, complete with application consistent backup, and flexible. You can deploy the solution in many different ways and under many different operating systems. Just to finalize today's session, let's review some of the business compelling events mentioned today. Take a look about the information we have available for you through the webinars, through online information, and have a look at this content and close a schedule with us and with your customers to discuss these topics. OpenText is an information management company, and we can provide you an end-to-end solution approach to address customer needs. With that, I would like to move over to Enrique, just in case he wants to provide the last comments. Enrique.
Thank you so much, Juan, for this presentation, and thank you everybody to attending at this session. If there are any questions, please let us know, and we ask the questions. Thank you so much for this attending at this session.
As a final comment, a technical session will be also available in the incoming days. So we will recommend you to also join for the technical session to understand in more depth how Data Protector can provide this kind of integration for Documentum. Thank you everybody for attending today, and have a nice day.